everyone, Cassandra Brooks here. I'm not wearing any makeup today because I've been getting a lot of requests that you guys want to see how my skin has been doing since my fractional CO2 laser experience, and so I'm going to show you. I am actually wearing a little bit of mascara just because I'm like super insecure about not wearing makeup. That's the truth of it. So here's my skin. It's not perfect, but human beings are not perfect, and I have been battling severe acne for a long time, and this is the best that my skin has looked in probably 10 years. Granted, I'm getting a little bit older, so you are gonna see like laugh lines and stuff when I smile, and I am getting a little bit deeper lines here when I smile, but I don't think any laser can help that. You know, you're just gonna get older and you're gonna get wrinkles. That's what happens, and that's life. But I do think that the texture of my skin, it is a lot smoother. Forgive my nails, I need to paint them. But this has always been my problem area right here around my mouth. I used to get severe acne like right in this area a lot. And so that skin is just super thin, and I do believe that the laser has made my skin thinner, believe it or not. So my skin, it feels really thin. I don't know if that makes any sense. It doesn't feel like full and how my skin felt like a couple years ago. Even with the acne a couple years ago, my skin felt a little more plump. I'm not sure if that's the laser that depleted some of that plumpness or if that's just because I'm getting older. I don't really know, but my face does seem to me a little more like thinner, a little more narrow. I used to have like really big poofy cheeks. I mean, I still do, but they used to be like super crazy. So anyways, the only real breakout I have right now is right here underneath my jawline. And you know what I noticed? After the laser, because they didn't treat my neck, they just did my face pretty much. After the laser, I started breaking out in different spots more often than the usual spots. So now around my jawline is where, if I'm gonna get a breakout, I usually get it there first. And then I still get it in my like danger zone, I call it. I still get breakouts here, but for the most part, I get them now along my jawline. So that I think that the laser really helped for me to not get so many breakouts like on my face where I normally got them. I'm getting less breakouts there and more breakouts where they didn't treat me. Now, I also have been using a few different products since I had the laser, and I swear by them, they are amazing. And hopefully you have a good experience with them as well. If you guys have not tried the Clarisonic yet, I don't know what you're doing. You really need to get this. This is the Clarisonic Mia 2. My mom got it for me as a birthday present, so I've been using it since March, and I have seen a dramatic difference in my skin since then. Like I said, I was still getting some breakouts after the laser, but this Mia 2 has really helped diminish my breakouts. My breakouts don't last as long, and I am getting fewer and fewer zits. This also says that it's supposed to make your pores smaller. I'm not quite sure if it's made my pores smaller, but it has made the texture of my skin a whole lot smoother. You know that saying, squeaky clean? I never really understood it until I used the Clarisonic. This Clarisonic seriously gets my face squeaky clean. It's amazing. I just feel like if I don't use it, if for some reason the battery has run out or something and I can't use it, my skin feels dirty if I don't use it. I love it. I travel with it. It's the most amazing thing you can buy for your skin. I'm telling you, you do not know what a clean face is until you try the Clarisonic Mia 2. But anyways, back to the laser. So some of you guys also wanted to see my face in different lighting, so I'm going to be showing you a couple little snippets of how my skin looks in different lighting scenarios. So as I'm sure you noticed, my skin is nowhere near perfect, and I think I might be okay with that. My doctor told me that I would need 2 to 3 treatments to see the results that I wanted, and I don't know if I'm prepared to go through that whole ordeal again. I was really dedicated to getting it done because I was having my wedding and I wanted to look like a beautiful bride. And you know, I felt beautiful on my wedding day, and now I think there would have to be like some new drastic event that I wanted to feel really beautiful for before I would go under the laser treatment again. And also, I'm not sure, like I said before, I'm not sure if it has made my face like a little more, I don't know, sunken in. And so I don't really want to risk it. If it's going to deplete like the collagen and stuff in my face, I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to try and live with the skin that I have. I try to use products in my makeup that fill in the scars. That way I don't have to feel so self-conscious about the deep grooves. And so I use a primer. It's Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and that actually does kind of help fill in the little like potholes, I guess, from the scarring. You may notice that I have blotchy skin, and you know what? That's just how my skin has always been. When I get a breakout, like a lot of these red dots are from old breakouts, my skin, the hyperpigmentation, and it just really holds the color after I get a breakout. And so even though this pimple may have been from a month ago, the color still stays. So to try to counteract that, I do use products that have brightening properties to them. I am obsessed with L'Occitane in Provence. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. They have them in the malls. I've seen them in airports, all over the place. This is their brightening toner. It's called Brightening Water Immortelle. It is amazing. It has daisy extract in it, which helps brighten the skin. This comes in a spray bottle. So I actually spritz this on my face every time I wash it. And then after that, I use this, which you can find at Sephora. It's Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty. And this has a couple of different acids, I believe, in it, like glycolic acid. Where is it? Let me read it. Yeah, so like I thought, this has glycolic acid and lactic acid in it, which is going to help slough off the dead skin and even out your complexion and tone. The face wash that I use is also by L'Occitane from the Immortelle collection. And it's a brightening cleanser. It's a foam cleanser, so when you pump it into your hand, it expands and it's real foamy and it gets deep down into your pores and it makes your skin feel super, super clean, especially when you use it with the Clairsonic. And then the moisturizers that I use are also by L'Occitane, but they are from the Divine collection. This is the Cream Divine, and it's just a daily moisturizer that I use twice a day and night. This is their Divine Extract that I put on actually before my moisturizer. Just kind of a serum loaded with antioxidants and vitamins and stuff like that. And then this is their eye cream that I use. I have been noticing, like I said, the wrinkles around my eyes. So if you guys know a really, really good moisturizing eye cream that's not like super, super expensive, then let me know. I would love to try it out. I did try La Mer in the past, and that stuff is super expensive. First of all, I had a gift card to Barney's, so I thought I would try it out because I heard such great reviews about it. I tried it out and it made me break out. So my skin is still really sensitive and I can't try a lot of the products out there. And I thought La Mer, because it was so expensive and, you know, so popular, that it would be amazing. And you know what? That just goes to show you that everyone has different skin and not everyone can use the same products. So these products, I have found them to be very gentle, so hopefully they're good for your skin. But a lot of times it's really good if you can go into a store and ask them for a trial size sample, and a lot of the stores will give it to you because they want you to try their product. That way you can try the product on your skin first, see how it reacts before you shell out the money, because a lot of these skincare products are super expensive and you don't want to waste the money if it's going to have a bad reaction with your skin. Also, since the laser treatment, my skin does feel a little bit different. It actually feels a little more on the dry side. Now, because I had acne prone skin, everyone assumed that I had oily skin, but that wasn't the case. I've always had somewhat dry skin, which kind of sounds like an oxymoron for having acne prone skin, but it's not. Everybody with different skin textures and types can get acne. But my skin actually feels a little more dry now. Like, I always feel like I have to quench it with moisturizer because it always feels thirsty, if that makes any sense. So that's why I really love the moisturizers that I told you about from L'Occitane, because they're super moisturizing, but they don't make me feel greasy. A lot of times thick moisturizers make me feel greasy and shiny acne and gross, and I don't like that feeling. So I'm really happy with the moisturizers that I found at L'Occitane in Provence. I was warned to keep my face out of the sun and to always wear sunblock after I had my laser treatment, and I have been doing that religiously. So I always wear sunblock. This is my latest new obsession for sunblock. It's by Shiseido, and it's 40 broad spectrum SPF. The stuff is awesome. It's actually a really thick consistency, but it goes on smoothly. It rubs in really nicely, and you don't feel like you're wearing it, which is what I love with sunscreen, non-greasy. And then I always put this on as well. It's kind of like, I don't know. I know that it doesn't count when you double up your SPF. If I put 40 and 40, it doesn't make it 80. But for some reason, I just like lathering on the sunblock. I feel more protected. This is a tinted sunscreen from Clarins. It is amazing. The SPF is 40 as well. And I like wearing this because I hate leaving the house without makeup. I will not do it. Like I said, I'm insecure without makeup. And so I can put this on, and it does give me a little bit of coverage. It still kind of looks like you're not wearing makeup, but it gives me, I guess, a little bit of self-esteem leaving the house with the minimal makeup. All right, I think this has brought us to the end of the video. Hopefully I have covered everything that you guys wanted to know about how my skin has been doing a year after my fractional CO2 laser treatment. If I have missed anything at all, if you guys still have questions, please feel free to leave them in a comment down below, and I will do my best to answer them as best as I can. And also, I want anyone to know that is battling acne that you're not alone. I know sometimes this is a really personal, lonely struggle. I know I always felt lonely battling acne, and I just kind of sometimes felt, I mean, I still feel insecure about it, but sometimes I just felt like I didn't want to leave the house and I didn't want to be seen in public. And I want you to remember one thing. We are our own worst critic. It really is the truth. You're going to find flaws in yourself that people wouldn't even notice. So I want you to keep that in mind, and do remember to keep hope. That's the best thing that you can keep in any trying situation is hope. Just remember that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There are treatments. There are different products that you can try, and you will find a way to get through this. If you guys haven't done so already, it would mean a lot to me if you checked out my acne cure video. It's a 2-part series. Basically, I walk you through my struggle with acne, and I tell you about all the products and creams and medicines that I tried, and basically nothing worked because it took me 7 years to find out that my acne problem was food related. This is something that mainstream America is not talking about for the most part, that acne can actually be related to food allergies and food sensitivities. Most doctors will not mention this because they're so quick to write you that prescription, but it took me 7 years to figure out that I was allergic to dairy. So now I've been dairy free for almost 3 years, and when I cheat, this is what happens, the little breakout. I was at the LA County Fair and I ate everything that I wanted, you know, with some sort of resistance. I didn't have ice cream, but I did have deep fried cookie dough. So when I do cheat and I have stuff with dairy, even trace amounts of dairy, I do pay for it. I get a little breakout. So watch that video and check out my struggle, and keep in mind that acne can indeed be related to the food that you are putting in your body. Also, I want you to know that you're not alone, like I was saying before. If you guys need to reach out to someone, feel free to reach out to me. This is a very personal struggle that I've dealt with for so long, and I love helping others that have been through the same thing. I say it in my acne video. It almost makes my struggle worth it. Like all those years of pain that I suffered from acne, it makes it worth it if I could help you in your battle. So if you need to message someone about your acne, feel free to message me.